West Florida, the team that's first, fair, everywhere. This is Wink News at 3.
A lot of us identify as middle class, but are you really? Welcome back. I'm Russ McCaskey.
And I'm Nicole Gabe. Now, this summer, Florida had the highest inflation in the entire country, and people are finding it almost impossible to afford their rent, daycare, a car, and just the basic essentials. Wink News reporter Annalise Iraola takes us through the alarming new numbers.
After years of consistent growth, Florida continues to attract new people to the state. But will the people who live and move to this growing state be able to stay in Florida's shrinking middle class?
Honestly, the greatest challenge right now for Floridians is the one that faces everybody, whether you're high, middle, or low income.
I spoke with Victor Clark, associate professor at FGCU's Lutgart College of Business.
The things that are making it really difficult to make ends meet in Florida are the things that hit all of us hardest. Paying your rent, paying for gas, paying for groceries to put a meal on the table. Those prices have been out of line for a really long time.
According to the Pew Research Center, from their analysis of government data, revealed that the number of adults in middle-class households has dropped from 61% in 1970 to 50% in 2021. And while a shrinking middle class is a concern for some, the U.S. Census says the average median income for households in Florida from 2017 to 2021 was $61,777. With rising inflation, cost of housing, and daycare, people find themselves paying more out of pocket now than they ever have before.
If you have a young family and you don't own your place, then you really have to think about where you're going to live.
For people like Michael Shevloff that have retired, you might not be struggling to afford daycare or school supplies, but you certainly feel the difference in other ways.
I'll buy stuff for dinner, and so I go to the grocery store and whatever we're making that night. And yeah, I'll easily drop $50 in a shop, which is like crazy because, that's just like this evening's dinner.
Well, it is easy to get lost in all those numbers. Where you're located in the state also impacts what bracket that you actually fall into. For example, in Jacksonville, the median income is around $58,600. In St. Pete, it's $64,000. But no matter how you break it down, these numbers say that the middle class is shrinking.